Everybody, thanks for tuning in. First of all, I want to dedicate the beginning of this video to say thank you to everybody tuning in and everybody who been tuning in to my latest videos, just showing support, man. It's very appreciated. Thank you. If you love my content or if it helped you in any type of way, please like, please subscribe, share with a friend. All that matters, man. Thank you so much. But in this video, I'm going to go over some swing trade patterns that I like to trade, right? There's a few of them, but there's some of them that's just like guaranteed for me, and I can identify when they're going to break down on me, and I can also identify my profit margins, because the cost of opportunity is very important when you're trading in the stock market. You want to know exactly where to get in, and you want to have an expectation of where you need to get out, as well as just a general knowledge of when to get out of a trade when it's not going your way. So support and resistance is really important when it comes to trading in the stock market, because that's basically just how you find your good deals. You know when to get in, when to get out. But first, I want to show y'all. I'm gonna breeze through a few of the charts so y'all can see like some of the setups and get a general understanding of what it is that I'm talking about. Right. This one right here, this AMP. On Sundays, I go over stocks probably all day long, and I kind of pick out some of the best ones or the best setups to start the week with, and I go from there. So this is one that I found Sunday, AMP. We got this ascending triangle pattern here, right? And it's kind of it's settled down right around this support area. Not all the time does that mean that it has the support here. It could reverse and turn up. So my profit margin would be expected from here to here, right? That's what you would expect. Not all the time do it work that way, right? The next one, we have WIX. Kind of the same pattern here. This ascending triangle or symmetrical triangle. I really don't know the specific names for them, but they are triangles. They just shape differently, right? We still learning, but you get the picture. You got your support and your resistance, and you got your support here. So basically what we will want to see is for this to basically U-turn down here around support as it did here, and around the beginning, kind of building this support zone here. This is actually already U-turning, which we can go into like a more intraday time frame for swing trade, and I like the 1 hour, right? I use the 90-day 1 hour, and I basically would just zoom in, Zoom in here, you can see where it kind of settled around this support zone here. We had 3 taps before we actually start to take off. What I also like to trade is the see, this is my 30-day, this is my 15-day, and when they cross like what they did in this area right here, that's more so confirmation for me to kind of enter the trade, right? So that's something also to look at. Plus, we jumped above this 180-day EMA, which is the purple, and that usually acts as support, and when it's below, it acts as resistance as well. Okay, but I'm gonna go over a couple more charts just to basically show y'all some of the patterns that are set up for good swing trades. Okay, we got CTXS. Right, this is more so a descending channel here, which is more probably interesting for people who like to short trade or people who buy put options. It's really more risky trying to trade this up. I will more so trade this on the rejections. As you can see, we got one here, and right now it's kind of double tapping the top, which would be a double top pattern, which would turn down if this doesn't break above and support. If it does break above and support, I would like to see it like kind of U-turn or come back and retest here. And once it come back and retest and show me that it can support above here again, then I would look for a trade, like look to enter that trade, because a lot of other people will see that same thing, and that's usually what causes breakouts. You know, when stocks usually break above resistance, like areas that has been resistance for it, and they finally get above it, that's really bullish. Okay. And so we got the next pattern here. We have, this is the basically the opposite. We have an uptrending channel here. But like I said, every support don't always have to support, and every resistance don't always have a resistance. And just because you might see this stock trading in this range doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go from the support to the resistance, because as you can see, we have a smaller resistance in here at 91.95, right? As you can see, we got all these taps where it can't break above. So as it tested it again this week, we kind of trending off from it. You know, we trying to fade enough from it. So it hasn't really broke this $92 area yet to really swing trade this up to the top of that channel. So I will put probably alert up here, right? For this stock to alert me the next time it at least crosses $92, right? That way it'll get my attention and I can watch it again. Okay. So we're going to set that at $2. Bow. Okay. So now that that's set, I will back out of this, right? Back out of this. Let's go back over here and look at some more setups that I found over the weekend. Okay, we have this one, SGN. This is, I think, a biotech. I'm not really sure. But as you can see, we had this. Let me get it out. We got this channel, this upsending channel here, right? It kind of jumped out above it. It supported above it, but we fell back into it, right? But it's still, according to this this pattern here, we still stand resistance and support around the same. And as you can see, we back down to support again, and it's trying to reverse, but it hasn't really reversed yet. You know, sometimes, like I said, you gotta go more intraday and see what's going on. So we actually had a tap down here. If I get rid of this, you can see a little better. No, I don't want to do that. I want to just delete this one, right? You can see it kind of tapped here briefly, you know, but it also rejected up top here. It didn't quite touch the bottom yet, but is actually starting to reverse. And as you can see, what I said before, we got this the 30-day and the 15-day starting to reverse, which creates that the golden cross of the EMAs that I like to see. But we got the this purple, you know, which is really have been resistance for it. So I really don't like to buy nothing this close to the 200-day EMA unless it's above it, you know, because like I said, it can always act as resistance and still come back down and touch this support zone. You get me? So this is still a risky trade, right? But we can watch it, you know, we can monitor and see what's going on with it. We can set an alert for up here. That's what I would do. Set an alert for above there and leave it. Or we can also set alert down bottom to let us know in case that do reject, and then we get back down to the support zone to alert us again. Basically to get our attention if we're not watching. Okay, let's go back to the 180-day. Let's go check out the next one. ETSY, right? This is another triangle type of pattern. Kind of built the support around this area and it just continue with it, you know. So we still inside this triangle, but it's coming to one of the closing peaks. Like usually it'll kind of consolidate up in here and it's either going to break up or it's going to break down, you know. And that's really at this point the move that I would wait for. Like I really wouldn't even trade the juggle movement that it's going to do inside of here. I would wait for either to break out and for it to support and then take off again. like I said, you can also get false breakouts like we had here, where it broke out, it came back down for support, and it didn't hold, it fell back inside. So not all breakouts can take off, they can fail. So keep that in mind. All right, let's go to the next one. STI. This is basically kind of the same pattern, right? Kind of the same pattern. This one actually came down to support and turned back up. So this is more so a bit more risky to buy right now, to try to, like, that profit margin is not really wide enough for us to be trying to get in there right now. As you can see, it's already kind of U-turning. It might turn back up, it might not, but I don't really like to buy stocks in the middle of the pattern. It's either I'm gonna try to catch it down around support. So we set a support, we set a alert here, and that's mostly what I do, man. I go through a whole bunch of charts and I just set alerts. I set alerts to the point where I really got plays that come through my phone every day from charts I might have charted last month and set my alerts, and it's finally coming back down to an area that I might find interesting, so it'll alert me. And I come back, I look at the chart, and I make my decisions. Just swing trading, man. Like, if you're a busy person, you work your 9 to 5. Like, I still work my job, I still trade. Everybody, I'm sure, have the goal to eventually leave their 9 to 5s and do this for a living if you really had a passion for it. So we already had that overall goal. See, I found a lot of these triangle patterns and they kind of like bunching up for real. As you can see, we came down to this support zone already, and it's kind of already making its move towards the top. So that's basically the type of movements that you look for when it comes to swing trading. As you can see, like, these are the type of patterns that we want to see. The triangles and the channels, you know what I mean? You just basically swing the resistance to the support to the resistance. You can also go from shorting stocks, when they touching resistance and they not breaking, they basically U-turning up here, then you short them, or you buy the put. This is another channel type of setup. It's a bit crazy, but you get the picture, and you always keep in mind that there is horizontal supports and resistances as well that might mess around and with the pattern of the channels or the triangles, so you got to keep in mind of the horizontal support and resistance. Like I said, sometimes you might got to go intraday and look at it, and just to make sure that the chart's still setting up right. I really think this is falling, so I think it's gonna come back down to support again. So basically, you go in there, you set your alerts, and that's what we look for. I like to try to buy everything at support zones. I really don't chase nothing in the middle of the stock. I mean, in the middle of the patterns, But like I said, I found these stocks Sunday, so it's already Wednesday. We're going into Wednesday now. So Monday, Tuesday, we basically had sideways movement here. So unless that really break above like its last high, which is here, I really I expect this to come back down to and alert me. So that's how we trade in that one. Then you got AMD. Everybody love AMD. You hear a whole lot about AMD. So we basically had this support zone here. Like I said, it didn't get to, let's look at it on the 180 day. Okay. The 180 day, you see we got this channel here, right? Kind of rejected up here, I think either a week or 2 weeks ago, right? And we came back down. So now it's done already reversed. It didn't quite touch that bottom, but like I said, we had this horizontal support already drawn here at $29, $29.05, where it supported at. We had a kind of a double bottom, and then it took off. Here goes that golden cross. the 15 cross above the 30 day, you know. So that's another entry point I would have been looking at. Also, I have, if I want to get really technical with it, I could add on my MACD, right? Pretty sure a lot of y'all know what the MACD is. I like to use that a lot with my EMEs, okay? Let me see if I can blow it up for y'all a little bit here. Sometimes it's not clean, sometimes it is, right? But basically, I have it where as though you see this golden cross, here on my EMA. I can find it beforehand on my my MACD. It usually happens a little bit before it happened here. So once I seen it down here, I would look for it up top. So that's what I would have been expecting. Okay. But yeah, y'all, that's basically swing trading. If you're a busy person, you don't have to sit in front of a computer all day long to trade, to be a trader. Like, that's not the only way to trade. You can swing trade basically and have more time to monitor your trades, have more time to do everything that it is that you do throughout your day, as well as make money on the stock market. Like, that's the power of laptop money, man. So that's why I kind of named my movement Laptop Money. Like, I have a computer set up and everything, but I'm mostly on the computer because I'm always on the go. So I got my laptop with me. Laptop Money. Let's get it. But yeah, y'all. Hopefully I helped y'all out with my video today. So yeah, y'all, if y'all found my video and information valuable, please hit like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and basically just share the video with a friend. You know, leave a comment on something that you think I should take a look at or make a video about. You know, I'm gonna keep dropping videos, hopefully more often if I can find the free time to, but I'm definitely gonna keep on coming with the content. So keep tuning in. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. Until next time, peace out, y'all. Get this laptop money.